Hey, what's going on, everybody? Pad Ragnarok here. Today I want to talk about button teams. So I had a question about this just today, just this morning. I woke up and one of my fans had asked what goes into a push button team, and I thought that I would just take a short video because I do need to farm some Wednesday materials anyway, and I thought that it would be good to just touch base on what exactly a push button team is. So a push button team really generally consists of a ton of Rodins, Goemon, Tengu, and really anybody who has a move that can basically get you through a dungeon just by tapping the button on the skills. So why would somebody do that? So because a lot of dungeons can be purchased for 1 hour only, or special dungeons come around for 1 hour only, such as the Tan Infestation, the Predra Infestation, and so on. Many players want to get through them as quickly as possible because if you can finish a dungeon in 1 minute, then you can run it 60 times in that span. Whereas if it takes you 5 minutes to run it, well, now you can only run it a significantly lower amount of times. What's that math? 12 times in that 1 hour. So if you're looking to farm a whole bunch of pluses from maybe Goemon, the Thief Descended, the Goddess Descended, something that you purchase in the coin dungeon, you want to be able to defeat it as quick as possible. So teams like this help you to defeat it. So the optimal team that somebody would use in general, you see this around, would be Goemon as the leader, Rodin, Tengu. It's usually a flex spot after that, and then another Goemon. The main idea being that all of these cards have a lot of skill boosts and a lot of skills, and 2 of them poison. So if you're running something like Star Vault, you can use Odin on the first turn to attack the enemy, and it poisons everybody as well. So then you can also use Goemon the next turn, who changes the whole board, attacks everybody, you win that stage. Then you just swipe left to change the entire board into reds, and then just swipe left, and then it makes a combo. Because you have 4 reds on this team, you're going to be able to take them out in 1 turn. Then the next turn you can use Odin again, you can use Goemon again, and then just swipe. That idea would probably take about 50 seconds, maybe a minute, if you do it correctly. So Tengu is there just for the skill boost to make sure that everybody is ready on that first turn. So I don't actually have that team. I do have Goemon, but my Goemon himself is right here. He's not max. Oh, he is max skilled. I think I put a bunch of flappies into him. He's not even awoken. He's not even max level. Not that the level really matters too much. My Rodin is only level 64. I don't have an ultimate Tengu right now. I do have to make one because I need to evolve some monsters from Godfest. But my version of my button team, and actually a side note, you don't actually have to have a button team. There's no real need to do it if you are, you know, just using a team, you just want to play the game, you don't really care about speed, you don't have to use a button team. People only do it because it makes things quicker and they have a lot of stones to throw at a dungeon to keep refreshing their stamina. So if you are just struggling through dungeons and you don't really have a team like this, that's fine. You don't have to actually have it. It just makes things faster. So for me, for example, I'm going to run Wednesday Expert today because I need a ton of mass to evolve things. So I've made a pseudo button team with the basic idea that goes into that Goemon team. So with this team, I have cards that will be able to poison, which is Rodin, be able to one-shot, which is Ra, be able to one-shot again, which is Lightning, be able to poison, which is Lilith, and be able to poison, which is Swallowtail. In addition to that, I have enough skill boosts that everybody will be ready by the first turn. So I have 5 skill boosts there, 3 more for Lightning, that's 8. I don't actually have all the skills, I have 9. So 9 means that I will have to waste 1 turn. But it's still going to be a really, really quick run. So I'm going to go to Wednesday Dungeon, just do Expert. And you always want to think about what dungeon you're doing. You can't just button every single team. It really has to be a dungeon that you can do enough damage with Goemon, or you can just burst through everybody. So an example would be Super Kings. That would be just fine. So I'm going to pick a Lightning Friend, should be fine. That'll give me more than enough skill boost, so everybody will be ready here. And we'll just run through it. All I'm really going to do is just push a button on every floor. So these guys have very high defense, I think maybe like 5,000 or something like that. So Lightning, I just pushed a button, and they are done. It changes my orbs, but that doesn't really matter. And then floor 2, I can use Ra here. Same idea. And now, like I said, my push button teams are a little bit different, but I can use Lilith here. Now this doesn't actually kill them, so I do have to swipe. The same idea as if you use Goemon, I'm just going to swipe these hearts. Doesn't really matter what I do. Actually, Didn't even realize I matched those yellows there. But there is the poison right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing with Swallowtail. Swallowtail's used. Just going to swipe. I've literally not made a single move except for that accident that I just had. And then Lightning, I'm going to push her again. So I didn't even need to use Rodin. So this team made it really easy for me to burst through everybody. And you can really do anything that includes poison monsters. If you have 4 Liliths, you can put 4 Liliths on this team. Just make sure that you have maybe Tengu as your leader and maybe another friend Tengu, because that will be 8 skill boosts. That is the idea. So again, I'm looking for max, so I can just go through it one more time. It doesn't really matter who I use. I can use Ra, I can use Lightning. Lightning I like because she has a bunch of skill boosts, but we can do the same thing with Ra. He has 2 skill boosts and that works just fine. So this is not ideal for every dungeon, but it is ideal for a dungeon like this, where all I have to do is break their defense. So I can use Ra, I can push button Lilith, and just swipe. And the poison just does the rest. You can use this for Extreme King Metal Dragon if you want. You can use this for Super Kings if you're having trouble with those. Even if you've never defeated them before and you have a bunch of poisoners laying around, that would be just fine. Lightning. And hopefully I get all the masks that I need. And Ra. And there you go. So that is a push button team. Definitely use it if you are looking for speed. I was able to clear those, use 50 stamina in about 2 minutes. And I thought that that was really an efficient way to do it. So if you have any further questions about push-button teams or some suggestions, make sure to put those in the comments. If you do have any questions about anything else with having to do with the mechanics of Puzzle and Dragons, doing something faster, what to do with anything you're having trouble with, just let me know in the comments. I can make a video about it and be able to help you out. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to also follow at Pad Ragnarok on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep on puzzling, guys.